You know, sometimes I feel bad for these white allies because they grow up being told that you have supremacy, you have oppression, you hurt people, you're a racist. And they grow and they think that 24/7 to the point where now they have to buy a shirt, put a hashtag somewhere, and say, I support the cause and I'm not like all these other white people. I am for all of you oppressed people and I'm sorry that I have supremacy within me because I want to help you. I no longer want to hurt you. And then you go with this weird mindset that if you do that and embarrass yourself and look like a shill and a dumbass, oh, no one's gonna call you racist ever again. That's the mindset. I do this and no one will ever refer to me as a racist ever again because I'm showing the world that I'm a perfect human being and that I don't want to hurt anybody. I've told you all for months, it don't matter what you do, what you buy, and how much you become a mascot, you will still be hated because you're white, because you're so fixated on trying to prove to a group of random people that's gonna call you racist anyway that you're not. I know every white person ain't racist. I know every white person ain't out to get me. Yes, there are some that don't like my sexy chocolate skin, but they gonna have to take that up with God because I'm not interested in them. There are not a lot of people who are desperate to see somebody fail. And when you're generalizing all of whites and to the point where you got white people saying, I hate being white. Oh, you white people are evil. You're embarrassing yourselves because you're looking for some identity. You're looking for somebody to look at you and love you because you just disowned your family and you think this parade of black people is going to see you and say, welcome to the barbecue, my Caucasian friend. And when in reality, in case you forgot, a black woman said,
Your white allies, white accomplices, woke white people who are putting in the work to dismantle white supremacy. Listen. Do not be surprised when and if your black and indigenous friends pull away from you, even when you haven't done anything wrong. As a matter of fact, accept it and expect it. Every other day, a white ally or accomplice gets outed for their closeted and secret racism, and we are just tired. So there are going to be times and moments when we pull away from all white people because we don't need to be around any of you to save our sanity. And you just need to shut the fuck up and accept it. We're going to ghost you. We may or may not be back. Continue to do your work.
So I don't know how this entire thing transpired because I've been banned on Twitter and I can't get the origins of where this began, but somebody was referred to as a racist and this person is white and their response was odd. Calling me a racist is cute on this day especially because I believe this was Martin Luther King Day. I have one of the largest Martin Luther King Jr. collections in the world and some of my closest friends are black. Now, I may be a chocolate who has internalized racism, but I know one thing. A white person is not allowed to say, I'm not racist, I have black friends, because in people's eyes, that means nothing.
I'm not racist. I have black friends. Okay. Hey, John, are you sexist? No, I have a wife. Do you see how stupid you sound?
So how dare you sit there and use those stereotype excuses to sit there and say you can't be racist because all these black people you have around you prove that you're not racist. His next avenue to prove that he wasn't racist is getting into a Twitter space and letting the world know that, hey, how could I possibly be racist? I have all these different things that are significant in black history, all these significant icons. I have all their memorabilia. How could I be a hater of black people when I spend my time buying collectibles like some damn nerd buying boob anime pictures all day?
So everybody can get on the same page.
Sure, I have over 9 MLK signed items. I am a humongous fan of what he's done, and over the last 7 years, I've collected a lot of things. It's not only MLK; it's a lot of Black history. I own a Rosa Parks signed NAACP card. So it was pretty shocking today how I was called racist when I am a student and lover of Black history, and it was I never expected the reaction that I got today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if people think that a white man can't enjoy Black history.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry if people think that a white man can't love Martin Luther King. But to me, that seems pretty counterintuitive. You got me?
Yeah. The final, most important piece in my Martin Luther King collection. It is the warden's logbooks from the Birmingham jail from April 1963. It's important because Martin Luther King and his cohort Ralph Abernathy were in the jail for 8 days, and that is when he wrote Letter from a Birmingham Jail, which was cobbled together from passing notes to the outside. And this is him signing in and out his mail 12 times. Pretty breathtaking. 3 or 4 months before the I Have a Dream speech.
It's funny because I just went on Wikipedia to see who this dude was, and it's funny that somebody went on Wikipedia and changed his bio. Darren Rovell is a sports business analyst who works for the Action Network. He previously worked for ESPN. He recently acknowledged having one of the largest MLK collections and several close Black friends. And that's one of those moments where I'm happy that Wikipedia exists, because how could you be so weird as to just say, I'm not racist, I have Black friends, I bought all this MLK stuff. How could you look at me and think I hate Black people? How dare you? It's disgusting. And you do it on MLK Day? How low can you go? I can go a little bit lower because, yeah, you got all that nice memorabilia, and there are people saying that you might be doing that just so that you could sell it a few years later on the back end. You might be somebody who's an opportunist, a businessman, somebody who sees all this memorabilia and knows that later it's going to be worth a lot of money. So you snatch it up and you sell it later. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But to use all that to try to prove to me that you don't hate my sexy chocolate skin is a bit laughable and embarrassing, and strengthens my point that all you white allies, all you want to be sanctifying grace looking bastards that want to be desperately acknowledged and supported by Black people, there's always gonna be somebody that gets on your nerves and hits you where it hurts. You're a racist, and you get in your feels and you feel attacked because you spend all these years advocating for the Black lives when it's convenient, and you think no one can call you that. You are untouchable. But newsflash, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you feel, you're always going to be labeled as something you're not because of the content of your character, not because of how you grew up in life, only because you're white. So my advice, stop catering to these dumbasses and making yourself look stupid. Acknowledge what bad exists in the world and continue on with your day. And if somebody calls you out of your name or labels you something that you're not, defend yourself. You're not a racist for defending yourself. I remember it being a funny little trend to look at a white person and say, you hate Black people. And when they defend themselves by saying, no, I'm not, you turn around and say, oh my God, that's proof of it, because you're silencing my random accusation of calling you a racist and blah, 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 blah. So let this be the lesson to all you want to be heroes. Nobody cares about you. You're embarrassing, and it's sad watching all of you do this dance to want to be accepted. Subscribe to the channel. This has been the doctor, professor, philanthropist, gynecologist, daycare sitter, and bacon connoisseur of the USA, here to teach the young minds on how to not be stupid on social media. Goodbye. I'm going to make love to this meat.